In a quiet town, where winters were long and nights came early, there lived a small boy named Lucas. Every evening, when darkness covered the streets, the town looked cold and lonely. The houses shut their doors, the shops closed their windows, and even laughter seemed to disappear. Lucas often stood by his little window and whispered,
I wish I could bring light to everyone.
But people smiled sadly and told him,
You are only a child. What can you do against the dark?
Lucas believed them for a while, until one night his grandfather placed an old lantern in his hands. It was small, dented, and plain, but when Lucas lit it, the golden light glowed warmly across his face. His grandfather smiled and said,
Darkness never asks how big the light is. Even the smallest lantern can guide 100 hearts.
Those words stayed with Lucas. The next evening, he stepped outside holding the lantern. At first, his little light seemed tiny against the great winter night, but as he walked down the road, something beautiful happened. A lost dog followed him home. An old woman crossing the lane smiled because she could see her steps. A little girl, frightened of the dark, walked beside him and stopped trembling. Soon, other children brought candles, mothers hung lamps at their doors, and shopkeepers relit their windows. Street by street, the town began to shine. The darkness had not disappeared all at once, but it was no longer winning. By the end of the night, the whole town glowed with warm, golden light, and the people stood in wonder.
Who started this?
And there was Lucas, holding his old lantern, his cheeks pink from the cold, his eyes bright with joy. His grandfather placed a hand on his shoulder and said,
You see, Lucas? Light does not wait to become bigger before it shines.
From that day on, whenever the nights grew long, the people of the town remembered the little boy with the lantern, and Lucas learned something he never forgot. You do not have to be powerful to change the world. Sometimes, all it takes is one small light carried bravely into the dark.